We are live with another Quick Tip Tuesday, each and every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Instagram. So today's topic, it's a very, very interesting topic. This topic is Airbnb, also short-term rentals. So if you're not familiar with Airbnb, it's basically where people live in their current homes, have extra space, or maybe a whole apartment can rent their home for short-term rentals. And this platform has been growing over the years, especially now during the pandemic. I don't know if you recently saw the CEO of Airbnb said he's gonna need more listings after the fact of everyone was trapped in the house and want to explore the world. So there's going to be an increase of traveling, of course, an increase of need of space. People need a temporary space to live, vacation, a lot of different sorts. There's definitely a lot of reasons why people rent specific homes in different areas for a certain amount of times. So something's going on very interesting in the world right now, which I like to call the shared economy. So basically, a lot of people are getting more comfortable in sharing their space, sharing different type of products, maybe their car, maybe their clothes. I've seen a lot of different things on apparel, their home, parts of the home they're not using, maybe their home when they're not home. So it's getting very interesting. We definitely need multiple streams of income because, of course, of inflation. Things are going up. If you haven't noticed, everything is going up little by little. So definitely keep that in mind. Can I rent a room in my house? Yes, you can. But definitely check the regulations in every area. Airbnb isn't restricted in a lot of areas, but there's certain cities that are restricting it or maybe have certain rules behind it. So definitely check in your areas to see if there's any regulations, but you definitely can't rent your room in your house. You can have a specific experience. You just got to feel comfortable with that because there's going to be a total stranger living in your house. But as I mentioned earlier, while we're getting into the shared economy, a lot of more and more people are getting more comfortable with it. Of course, you could have certain precautions, make sure someone's been on Airbnb for some time. You don't have to accept everyone. You can make sure they have reviews, make sure they have different things going on before you actually allow them into your personal home themselves if you're actually going to live there. You can also rent the house once you're away. Can I rent my house when I'm away? Yes, you can. You can block off the dates when you're going to be living there. And then if you're going on vacation, maybe if you're going for work, you can actually rent your whole house while you're away. Of course, you got to feel comfortable with that as well. When I go into other countries, I've seen people personal belongings in the house, their pictures and everything, and they rented, of course, when they were away. So you can definitely do that. Make some extra money. Airbnb is definitely a great space. Just understand your market. You'll definitely be surprised to know exactly where people are actually renting spaces. I have a few rentals in different areas, so when I always speak to other people, they were actually surprised that Airbnb is so popular in those specific areas. If you're near a airport, that's great. If you're near touristy area, that's a huge, huge plus. There's definitely a lot of criteria behind all of those strategies. So definitely do your homework, understand the market, understand where you are. You could do a quick search on what type of properties are in the area you want to invest in. See what is it going for, how are they furnishing their properties, are they typically booked, are they not booked. Some Airbnbs can be booked last minute. Some of my rentals definitely are booked kind of last minute. So keep that in mind. Have you heard of Turo? Yeah, that's definitely another part of the shared economy. So people are renting out their cars when they're not using them, or just buying another car or leasing a car, financing a car to rent it out on Turo, because that's another great way to make extra money. People, if you're renting your home, a lot of people are coming from different areas, may not have a car. So if you're definitely near specific areas where people travel to, people are gonna need a car, because if they came on a plane, they need how to get around the area. So Turo is definitely huge. Something that I'm not in yet, but will be in soon. Definitely looking into it. Trying to, of course, do your research, figure out what type of car, what car that's good in your area. Keep in mind for different times of the year. If for instance, if you're in a cold area and you get specific like race cars or drop tops or different things of that sort, just make sure you're thinking of it the whole year. Of course, you could get more money in the summer and hot weathers, and then that can make up for the whole year. But of course, do your homework. Can I combine Turo and Airbnb? You can be the one-stop shop. So you can have Airbnb, and then you can rent it out to the Turo. You can possibly share your link within each of the platforms. I'm not familiar with like the rules and regulations of each to see if you can actually post that. But if not, you can probably, if anyone reaches out to you, you can probably share that link as well. So if people are traveling, like I mentioned earlier, in an airplane, you can combine that and possibly give them a discount if you get a combined package. So it's a win-win situation for you and a win-win for them, because they need somewhere to get around, and you, if your both items are available, if your home, your room or is available as well as the car, you can definitely combine that. So that's definitely a good marketing avenue. So with Airbnb, there's definitely, so know your market, know what you're getting into, do your research, of course, like anything. Make sure you know the area, of course. If everyone in the area has certain amenities, go for those amenities and maybe go above and beyond. Focus on reviews. Reviews can make or break your listings. Of course, there's going to be some bad apples. You're going to learn as you go. Try to attend to any issues that arise right away, because it can ruin your listing possibly. Make sure you have a crew, a cleaning crew. Cleaning crew is key with Airbnb. Also, have someone nearby, if you're not nearby, to deliver any items, last minute items that may possibly be needed. Because you don't want to have your Airbnb far away and you're not able to actually replenish any items. And there's something that's needed in an emergency. So always have someone that you could just give a few dollars to take care of that for you. The one thing on Airbnb is furnishing the property. So you have to put money aside to actually furnish the property. So definitely keep that in mind. Think of day-to-day items that you use. Let's say plates, cups, maybe if you want to make a coffee maker, a toaster, a toaster oven. If there's no fridge in the property, stove, microwave. There's definitely, if you want to offer soap, dishwashing soap, little things that you use on a daily basis, you definitely want to have within the property. Make sure you have the rules and tell those rules and remind your guests of those rules, because if they don't follow those rules, you can let Airbnb know. They will get involved and you can adjust their dates and have them out. So just make sure it's a lot of there can be a lot of moving parts with Airbnb. There's not one set of rules for, of course, for every listing, but you're going to learn as you go. You can definitely take many ideas from different listings within your area, because of course other people have been doing Airbnb for some time, so they have rules. You can of course add as you go. Make sure your listing is accurate, because you can get some issues with your listing on Airbnb if it's not accurate. So definitely do your homework. Reviews can make or break you. Yeah, and get a team. And who knows, you can start one, go on multiple. You can rent rooms. and then have the rest of the apartment shared. So like the kitchen and the bathroom can be shared. Just make sure you have those proper rules in place. You can possibly make more money if you go that route, depending on the area, of course. Sometimes you could possibly make more money if you're renting the whole apartment. So it's just understand the market. It all goes back to understanding what your area consists of. So if you're not in the space and want to get into the space, have any other questions, please reach out to me. Before I wrap up, does anyone have any other questions? Let me just make sure I covered all the topics I wanted to discuss today. Reviews. Make sure you're clear on the rules and remind individuals. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any topics for next week, Quick Tip Tuesday, shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to answer any question on this topic. I just want to keep this weekly lives short and to the point. And everyone, hope you have a good rest of your Tuesday.